That first chat with a new coworker, it can be surprisingly, well, super nerve-wracking, right? You want to make a good impression, but what do you even talk about? Well, what if you had a simple script? Today, we're going to break down a typical office greeting step by step so you can make that first impression a great one.
Oh, yeah. We've all been there. You walk into a new office, and it feels like everyone's speaking this secret language you don't understand. You're just trying to find the coffee machine without looking completely and totally lost. It is a universal feeling, and it's absolutely normal. And a lot of the time, the hardest part of a new job isn't even the work itself. It's just those small, everyday chats. But here's the good news. You can learn the script. So let's break down one simple conversation so you can walk into your next first day feeling confident. Okay, let's meet our two colleagues for this little case study. We've got Sonia, who's been at the company for a while, and Kevin, who is on his very first day. We're going to look at their conversation line by line. So pay attention to how Sonia kicks things off. Her opening is warm, it's direct, and honestly, it's incredibly helpful. By giving her name and her department, she gives Kevin instant context. There's no guesswork for him, which immediately lowers the pressure. And Kevin's response? It's perfect. He shares his name and then gives Sonia that one crucial piece of information. It's his first day. Just saying that sets the tone and lets Sonia know, hey, I'm new, I might need a little extra context.
See, Sonia picks up on that cue beautifully. She uses that classic friendly phrase, welcome to the team, and then asks this fantastic open-ended question. Settling in is such a gentle way of asking how he's adjusting. It really shows she gets what it's like to be the new person.
Now, this is a masterclass in how to be honest without being negative. Kevin starts with something positive, then he pivots to a very specific, solvable problem. This makes it super easy for Sonia to help him, and it makes him look proactive, not like he's just complaining. And Sonia's response is just so effective. She gives him a clear, simple answer to his problem. She doesn't just say, oh, you'll figure it out. She offers a specific, really helpful piece of information. That's what builds an instant connection right there. And boom, Kevin closes the loop perfectly. He shows he heard her, and he uses a really common, natural-sounding phrase, thanks for the heads up. This shows he's appreciative and engaged. Just a fantastic, positive end to their first chat.
Okay, so that conversation might have seemed pretty simple on the surface, but it was absolutely packed with useful office lingo. So let's move on and decode some of these key terms and phrases so you can add them to your own vocabulary. First, a quick vocab check. Sonia mentioned her department. That's just the official word for her specific team, like sales or IT or marketing. Knowing this just helps you start to build a mental map of the company.
And Kevin's question was about the break room. It's pretty much what it sounds like. It's the social hub of the office for coffee, for lunch, for those informal chats. Honestly, it's often where the real company culture actually happens. All right, now for the good stuff. Beyond the basic words, Sonia and Kevin use some really great phrases that just elevate the whole conversation. Let's break these down because these are the secret sauce to sounding natural and confident. First up is settling in. Now, this basically means getting comfortable in a new situation, but it's more than that. When you ask someone how they're settling in, it shows real empathy. It recognizes that adjusting to a new place is a process. And here it is again in context. See how friendly and warm that sounds? Sonia's question invites Kevin to share how he's really feeling. It just opens the door for a genuine connection. Next up, take turns. This phrase means people do a job one after another, so everyone shares the responsibility. Using it is so effective because it packs a sense of fairness and teamwork into just 2 words. It basically says we're all in this together. And this is how Sonia used it. It's such a clear and diplomatic way to explain an office rule. It's not one person's job, it's a shared duty. This one little phrase actually says a lot about the office culture. And finally, my personal favorite, heads up. This is a great idiom that just means a warning or a piece of useful info you give someone in advance. It's way more informal and friendly than saying thank you for the information, and it helps build rapport, kind of like you're already an insider. And here's Kevin using it perfectly to show he's thankful. It signals that he not only got the info, but he really values that Sonia took a second to tell him. It is a fantastic phrase to have in your back pocket. So, we've analyzed the dialogue, we've decoded the lingo. Now, let's put it all together into a simple, ready-to-use toolkit for your next first conversation at work. Okay, here it is, your 4-step guide. Step 1, introduce yourself clearly. Step 2, ask a warm, open question like, how are you settling in? Step 3, be helpful, share a little tip, or offer to help with something. And finally, step 4, always show you appreciate it. A simple thanks for the heads up really does make a huge difference.
And there you have it, a simple conversation, broken down into a powerful toolkit. So I'll leave you with this question. Which one of these phrases are you going to try to use this week? Because remember, confidence just comes from practice. And with these tools, you're already one step ahead.